Welcome to a 5-minute tour of Become Corning's section called No Corning. If you're listening, you should be an HR manager or a hiring manager with a new hire and looking for a clear sense of the content your new hires are experiencing in Become Corning and the type of activities they perform there. There's a separate tour for each section of the program, and we'll look only at No Corning here. In No Corning, new hires are guided through what Corning is, the values and culture, innovation, and business. As usual, in every new topic area, they get an intro from their guides and clear expectations around the badges they're earning in this area. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at this path called Welcome to the Glass Age.
On behalf of the manager,
Here they hear from Wendell. They see a video on the glass age. I'm not going to open them all up here. They get a report on the science of glass, unique facts about glass, and a history of glass heroes. As in all sections, this one concludes with a required action. In this case, the action is contributing to a discussion worth 25 points here. In this discussion, they're asked to explore the possibilities of glass and share their thoughts on what capabilities have the most potential. Let's see, this new hire here talks about fiber optics. So that's a standard way that the discussion activities flow. Let's move into the next tab called Our Values. Here, as you'd expect, the new hires explore all 7 values of Corning. They get a beautiful video on values. They hear leadership talking about the values and experts on the culture as well. Then they get a chance, after moving through a few more areas of content, they get a chance to internalize these values in their own words in this activity called Create Your Own Values Billboard. It's set up like the other activities with a series of steps and inputs. I'm not going to go through them exactly, but they're basically asked to produce a report about their favorite value, why it's their favorite, what it means to them personally, and then they share their report to get credit for it. Here's an example of what other people are talking about. Some choose quality, performance, integrity, innovation, quite a variety of favorite values. So that's the activity there. Let's look at one more tab in this section of content, which will give you an idea of a different type of activity they do in addition to those missions and the discussions. Here, this one has a quiz. So in the Our Innovation section, they get a view of Corning's innovation history across all the products. They take a quiz and then they explore the scope of Corning's products. Then they wrap it up again with an action. In this area, because it's pretty meaty, they have 2 actions to take. So as you'd guess, in a quiz, they're asked a series of questions that basically test how much they were paying attention. And there's 10 of them here. They get 10 points for each one they get right. And that all leads towards building their points and badges. So as progress is made, they see it in 2 areas. Here, they get a, hey, you just earned this badge notice. Alert, alert, good job. And then as they go along, they can always check their progress overall. Points total, badges total. This was from an earlier one. And again, all of this information is automatically generated to the progress report that you receive about every 2 weeks after your new hires are automatically enrolled in Become Corning. Encourage them to keep up the great work. Okay, going back to No Corning again. The final required tab is called Our Business. And this one covers business priorities. In the Word, you can see that there's several videos here. They're of experts and leaders at the firm in their own words talking about the priorities at, at Corning. It goes into some annual reports and a discussion asking new hires to reflect on how their own teams and their own personal objectives fit into the Corning's larger priorities. In the last activity, they produce a field report on their Corning story. This is a particularly useful one where they're asked to craft their own elevator pitch on what Corning is and what their role is. When they're done with this activity, they go back up to the home page, or they just simply go down and select the next section. So this concludes the Know Corning section tour. You can close this out and choose another video tour. Thanks.